Hello guys, my name is Prince and this is Math Center. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. Post your comments and questions on my social media handles and I'll respond to it. We are on the topic vectors. In the previous video, we learned about perpendicular vectors and we solved some questions on perpendicular vectors. In this video, we are going to learn how to find the magnitude of a vector. Finding the magnitude and direction of a column vector. In the introductory video to vectors, we said that a vector has both magnitude and direction. In this video, we are going to learn how to find the magnitude of a vector. In the subsequent videos, we will learn how to find the direction of a vector. And we are talking about a column vector here. If vector PQ is given as xy, or the component of vector PQ is xy, then the magnitude of vector PQ is written as you draw these two bars, then you put vector PQ in the bar. So when you see this, it means magnitude of PQ. When you see these two bars around vector PQ, it means that it's read as the magnitude of PQ or magnitude of vector PQ. The magnitude of vector PQ is given by square root of the x component plus the y component. So if you are given a vector like this xy and you are being told to find the magnitude of the vector, take square root of the square of the x component plus the square of the y component. So square root of this vector here, magnitude of this vector here, PQ, is equal to square root of x plus square root of y, where x is the x component and y is the y component. Let's take some questions and see how to use this. Find the magnitude of the following vectors. PQ 9, 12, vector AB -3, -4, vector EF -7, 24. Let's take the first one, vector PQ 9, 12. As we said, the magnitude of this vector PQ is written as PQ, then you draw these bars around it. It's equal to square root of the x component squared, so 9 squared, plus the y component squared, 12 squared. So you do this on your calculator. You know that 9 squared is 81, 12 squared is 144. So square root of 81 plus 144, and this will give us square root of 225. Sorry. When you do this on your calculator, you are going to have 15 units. You are going to have 15. We don't know the unit of this vector, so you write it as units. So you have 15 units. Okay, so the answer here, then we add units to it because the unit of this vector was not given to us. Let's go on to the second one, vector AB. And we are supposed to find the magnitude of vector AB. So the magnitude of vector AB is equal to the x component squared. So square root of the x component, which is -3 squared. Then square root of the y component, which is -4 squared. Now look at something here. You will see that here I place -3 and -4 in brackets. That is what you should do. When a component is negative, put it in a bracket when squaring it. This is what I mean. Now you see, when you are doing this on your calculator, you are going to have square root of -3. So you put the -3 in a bracket because it's a negative number. Put it in a bracket. So -3 squared plus, then you bring another bracket, -4, then squared. You press equal to, and this is giving us 5. So -3 squared will give us 9, -4 squared will give us 16. 9 plus 16 is 25. So square root of 25 will give us 5. We don't know the unit, so 5 units. Now look at something. If you remove the brackets and you just write it as square root of -3 squared plus -4 squared, you are going to have math error. you are going to have math error. You will not be able to get your answer. So whenever one of the values is a negative number, make sure that when squaring the negative number, you put the negative number in a bracket. Okay, let's look at the last question for this video. Vector EF, and it's -7, 24. So here what we do is that the magnitude of vector EF is equal to square root of, because 7 is negative, put the negative number in a bracket. So you are going to have square root of, you bring your bracket, so -7, then you squared it, plus 24 is positive. You can choose to bring the bracket or not, you still get the same answer. But when it's negative, make sure that you put the negative number in a bracket before you square it. So plus 24 squared. As I said, 24 is positive, so you can choose to bring the bracket or not. And this will give us 25. -7 squared will give us 24, plus 24 squared will give us 576. 24 plus 576 will give us 625. You take square root of this on your calculator, you are getting 25. Once again, we don't know the units, so 25 units. So the most important thing you need to know here is that 1, the magnitude of a vector is given by square root of the x component squared plus the y component squared. And when you are squaring the x component and the y component, if one of them is negative, put that component in a bracket before you square it. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video, where we will learn how to find the direction of a vector. Bye bye.